Welcome to System 2 of Common Progressions, Week 2. This is going to be the arpeggios, and this one's going to be very much like Week 1. We're going to do a similar type of progression, so we're going to keep these pretty easy to start off with, just so you get the flow of going up and down the neck and working through these positions. Obviously, the whole goal is to get out of these positions. So in the long run, what you want to do is not to really think about these positions much. Although you hear great players, guys like Guthrie Trapp or Matthias Asato or something, talk about the cage system and utilizing that. So even the real greats, they sort of see things in this way, but then they flow between them and they don't really think about them. So what we're going to do today is we're going to start off with a similar progression that we did last week. I'm going to be in the key of G, and I'm going to go from the G chord to the E minor chord, which we said, if you remember, G chord is the same as E minor 7. So E, G, B, D is E minor 7. So you see that, and you best see it in that position. Okay, so we're going to go from the G chord to an E minor chord, then we're going to go to a C chord to an A minor 7 chord, which again, same chord in your thinking, in your approach on this. You can approach it the same way. So C and A minor 7, then we're going to go back to G and E minor, and then lastly we're going to go to B minor and D, a B minor 7 and D, and again you see B minor 7, B, F sharp, A, D, and then D, F, A, D, same notes in this. So when you deal with 1, 4, 5, in some ways you're also dealing with 2, 3, and 6, if that makes sense to you in the number system. Okay, well let me work my way through this. The first one's going to be easy. Don't get too bored with it. It'll be easier. It shouldn't be hard for you at this point, having gone through System 1, if you went through that, to be able to see your arpeggios, or your 3 arpeggio shapes. But you can always work on your right hand. I find that doing one on a string stuff is terribly difficult to make anything that sounds musical. So I'm really trying to work, even a simple exercise, just like doing this. Because you go downstroke, then upstroke, it can get really complicated, and you can get really clunky on these things. So a little extra, something like, can be very difficult to do and do it well. So anyhow, all that to say, if you focus more on your right hand, you'll be able to push yourself pretty hard, even if you see these dot patterns pretty well. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to do 1, 4, and 5 for your arpeggios in that position. In the next position, and it would actually be 1 and 6, 4 and 2, and 3 and 5 together. The second position is going to be here, so that started off in the E position. Then we're going to be in the D position, 4 chord and 5 chord. All right, then we're going to move into position, the C position. 5 chord. Then we're going to move into the A position. So you get the idea here. C chord, D chord, and that's D and B minor. Then we move into the next one, G and E minor chord, C and A minor, D and B minor chord, and then finally we're going to go back up to this position here. Then you'll take it down, 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 down. And once you go through that a couple times, you should be seeing that pretty well. So let me run through. I'll do a quick demo just baked in. You guys can always fast forward these two. I don't know that they're super important for you, but you'll hear, the types of things that I would be doing. And I'll start off pretty simple on the first part of the exercise. Contact with the strings. Back to 1. position. So I heard that I didn't do that well, so you repeat it until you sort of get that feel, and then we're into the next position. All right, so you get the idea of what we're doing here, going through all 5 positions, back up to the E position, and all the way back down for the arpeggios. So that's your turn now.